America on the west coast of the United States, from Seattle to San Diego, and they put their offices there. Why? To tap the R&D excellence and to tap the 802.11 technologies that are proliferating in the IEEE and the access of that information and the acceptability of that technology in North America. So the smarter companies, ZTE, Huawei, a bunch of these other companies, they're there on the west coast of the United States, utilizing, working, developing technology. Huawei and ZTE, and of course Amoy, these companies, and Amoy more than anybody else, stands out for developing unique 3G devices. And 3G handsets will take more time to ramp up. Operators need to roll out their networks. 3G handsets will be high-end niche products, and not everybody's going to run out immediately in China and buy a 3G device, that's for sure. If that were the case, then PHS would be long gone. And guess what? PHS is not going to die in China, it's going to continue. No need for it to die. Not everybody's going to buy a smartphone. Skype in China. You know, actually not quite the whole world can talk for free. China's going to ban Skype. They are going to ban Skype. They've publicly said that they're going to ban Skype. So if you can make a Skype call, consider yourself lucky, because you'll be knocked out. I make Skype calls to China all the time. Doesn't always work the greatest, and I always get knocked out. They've got technology to do that now, and that's what's going to happen. I want to talk a little bit about the subtle art of doing business with the Chinese, shaping Chinese business personality. I find it very, very common when I talk to my Western counterparts how simple they think the Chinese market is. Oh, it's easy. It's easy. They all speak English. Man, it's the biggest mistake when looking and trying to understand and interpret the Chinese market. It's very complex. The Chinese personality is also very, very complex, shaped through thousands of years, and most recently shaped through the cultural revolution in China. Modern influences, though, are influencing China. Guess what is influencing China the most? This thing. Probably next is TV, probably third is internet. That's because Chinese now have access to this technology, and you can't stop it. And they love this technology. They have access to where they've never had it before, at least in the past, previous to the past 10 years. So this is the biggest influencer. We Americans are influencing China. We're buying all their products. Everything we have is made in China. But we're influencing them, I think, in a very, very positive way. The Chinese circle of influence. Has anybody ever noticed how in a Chinese restaurant, the table is normally, in a traditional Chinese restaurant, the table is round? Ever notice that? Ever notice how Chinese jade is traditionally round as well, sometimes? Chinese believe in this continuity. They also believe that the most important unit is the family unit. And so how do you, as a foreigner, go from the stranger to the friend to the inner family within the Chinese personality? How do you do that? You do that through a concept called guanxi. You develop the guanxi. You can't buy guanxi in a 7-Eleven. Guanxi is earned, and it's developed in a social context, in a social environment. And it could take weeks, months, years. It could take a long time. But it is absolutely critical everywhere in Greater China to develop guanxi, because the Chinese won't do business with people they don't like. They won't. Finally, mianzi. Well, mianzi is next. What is mianzi? Who knows what mianzi is? Can you raise your hands? Anybody here? Mianzi is what? Face. You know in the back, don't you? What is mianzi?
Face.
Is face important? Okay, I'm probably losing mine right now. Understanding China's legal environment and contract usage. It's really funny. I've been through this for a decade or two. People thought that when you sign your contract with the Chinese, everything's done until hey, I have my contract. That's it. No. It's like going to Safeco Field in the first inning and thinking the home run that was hit out, oh, the game's won, right? No way. No way. You still have 9 innings to go with the Chinese.